So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Chelsea have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's run loose here. He's having a shot! And it's a goal! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Kane. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's fabulous. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Great vision. That's really well cleared. He's found a way through. And that should get the job done. Well, there's a probing ball. And that has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shot a goal! And he thumps it clear.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Knocks it into space.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. That is good strength. Raul. Raul! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Saka makes the interception. Neatly clipped into space. Now just the goalkeeper to beat. And a chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
more or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
That has certainly made things in. He's tried one! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ødegaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No, it's come to nothing. He's beaten the last man, and the shot! And it's in! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Chelsea go into the lead. Chooses to go crossfield. Terrific header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And that has been clubbed away. Tries to pass it through. Kaká looking to run onto it. Now it's Kane. Neymar. Serginho does well to get it back. Caicedo is there to clear. Searching pass he's played there. That pass has been well intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Shot, surely! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see.
And there's the end of the first half. There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking for a runner. Bensebaini. And Neymar. Serginho. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looking for options for movement. That'll be a corner. Brazil have their second corner now. Deftly away. And the ball's gone astray. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. And the finish! Against the crossbar. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Mbappe. Now that's well seen too.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. And that's a throw-in.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neymar. Picked out brilliantly. It's Raul! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Raul clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Serginho looking for the run. Schlotterbeck tries to clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Kane. Dink through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And now they can clear their lines. Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Neymar. That is good alertness. Thinks one through. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Kane. Number 17,
That has not gone well.
Number 19, Raul. Number 13, Schlotterbeck. Number
Probing
18,
pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
coming on the field.
Now it's Hazard.
22,
Oh, that's fabulous.
Batistuta. Number 10,
Showing good
Messi.
feet.
Number 20, Mohamed Salah. Number
Now it's
15,
Kane.
Van Dijk.
Neymar.
Number 7, Hazard.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk gets it away. Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Saka deals with that comfortably. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Bensebaini has given away a free kick. It's just beyond his reach. And this is Batistuta. That looks a decent ball. Taken back almost at once. Great ball if he can get there. Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away. How very smart. He just got it right. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield.
Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's got space here, and he was quick to react. Kimmich is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk clears, and reclaimed it in a truck. Kamavinga! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Surely now! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, that's well spotted. That pass isn't the best. He's going to be disappointed with that. Probing pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Akanji calmly anticipates. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's good vision. Hakimi. Ah, he's given it away. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it could be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, they could be caught out here. Just the keeper to beat. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Camavinga. And the pass is intercepted. There's a sharp little ball here. Camavinga. Tries to play it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tries a shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get...
And he shoots! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. No mistake! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Great ball, shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Al-Kubasi deals with that comfortably. Now it's Foden. That looks a decent ball. Foden in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, it's come loose. And he's had a hit. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Looking for options for movement. We are into stoppage time. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has ended up in no man's land. This looks promising. Great vision. Chance! And it's in!
We're starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a cute ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Madrid choosing to make the first change. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Kane. Gets a good foot in there. No way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Good chance here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Alexander-Arnold is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Kane! Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Van der Vaart. Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil have their third corner. Point-blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nicely intercepted. And could be danger here. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Searching pass he's played there. Aims beyond the defence. And that pass just didn't quite work. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jimenez cuts it out. Pedri. For Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Kane. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. Now it's Odegaard. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substituição em andamento.
Time for a change in personnel. Oh no, he's got that wrong. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Referee's given a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Good ball, good take. Played back in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Van Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's looking wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brazil have got it back, and they'll have another go. Al Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Kimmich. He's gone for goal! And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 2, camisa 11.
And he's straight offside. That has not gone well. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that...
Kaka! Oh, surely that deserves better.
Kaka deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's got away. And Dijk calmly anticipates. Ødegaard. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe. He's shift chance!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can stick chance! Goal, Brazil! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Jogador, camisa 3.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. And oh no, what has happened here? Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it. No luck with that dink over the top. He's in plenty of space here. Diaby. Now it's Yamal. Yamal is flagged offside. Dida claims comfortably. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. And the shots! It's a goal! They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle, and here we go. Brazil cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Kane. Spread it left. Back into the middle.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's the keeper's ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Oh, that was close.
That has been cut short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Flings in across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pinches it off him. Nicked it back promptly. That has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball. No way through. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Odegaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pedro Porro. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Spread out to the left. And it's Pedri. There's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kane! Goal, Brazil! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Now, can they get him away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it into space. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Roberto Carlos. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri. Brazil are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there's the clearance. Can he get it through? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Played back in. Just the keeper to beat! Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Early ball out from the back. And that could set him on his way. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Tries to play it through. Neuer claims comfortable. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Brazil happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15. El dorsal 21.
Here we go again then.
Serán sustituidos por...
Brazil really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Pedri. Messi. Goulet. And he's on his way! Into the channel. Rafinha has it in a wide position. And he's taking no chances there. And we have our very first corner. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Pedro Porro, cross to the back post. Akanji tries to clear, but it's skewed away. Foden. Brazil have it back and can go again.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the flag has stayed down. Being still separated by the game's only goal. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is good alertness. De Bruyne.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Ødegaard. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And this is Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. De Bruyne.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Picks out, tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
El dorsal 17. El dorsal 8.
So a reprieve for the time being.
El dorsal 47.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back. Foden. And he's there to get it away. That's really well cleared. Into the last quarter of an hour. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Not the most convincing of passes. Pedri cuts out the pass. Looking for options for movement. And it's Pedri. Good ball over the top.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Chance for a shot! He can get that clear. Brazil can feel it. Promotion now frighteningly close, but they're having to navigate around some pretty stubborn opposition here.
It's tempting to say, Peter, they're making things harder for themselves by not killing off the game when they had the chance.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through.
Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it.
Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Here's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. And that's that. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. So what do you take away from it?